We're already at week 6 of the NFL, and I'm in hell. The Raiders suck, and Derek Carr is injured for the Saints. So, let's go over my week 6 picks, but first, we're going to do a quick week 5 recap. Week 5, I went 5-9, and as of now, I am 41-37 heading into week 6. Wow, that is not good. Week 5 was very strange. Let's go over it real quick. Thursday Night Football. The Bucks lost to the Falcons in a pretty competitive, pretty good Thursday Night Football game. They lost 36-30. Then, in London, the Jets got decimated by the Vikings, 17-23. I chose the Bucks to win. They lost. I chose the Vikings to win. They won. The Sam Darnold revenge game worked out. It was great. Aaron Rodgers sucks, and because he sucks now, he got Robert Saleh fired. That's not going to help their piss poor offense, I think, especially since he was a defensive minded coach and they hired their defensive coordinator to be their head coach. What the hell? Come on. I chose the Panthers to win. They got decimated by the Bears 36-10. Caleb Williams is starting to look pretty solid. And now they're 3-2. At first, he didn't look like he was going to develop well, but now he is. So good for him. I would say I was wrong about him, but I did say that he would struggle in the beginning. I chose the Ravens to beat the Bengals in a very competitive match that ended in the Ravens' favor, being 41-38. The Bengals fall to 1-4. Joe Burrow is in hell, even though he had a really, really damn good game. I chose the Patriots to win, and they lost 15-10 because of some stupid rule about catching the ball in the end zone, depending on your momentum, where your body's facing, yada yada. I'm sorry, that's a stupid rule that you can't score a touchdown if depending on your momentum and your heel has to be down or something, toe drag, whatever. I don't care. The Dolphins finally have a win. They finally have a touchdown, or another touchdown at least. Tua, hopefully he's going to come back soon because that offense looks piss poor, especially against a piss poor Patriots team. I chose the Colts to win in a very competitive match against the Jags. The Jags finally have their first win of the season. They won 37-34. The Colts lost. Yeah, that sucks. Joe Flacco had a pretty damn good game, though. I chose the Bills to win in another competitive match against the Texans. The Bills lost 23-20. The Texans are turning it around. They're 4-1. The Bills are 3-2. The Texans might look like the team that is going to hopefully take down the Chiefs this year. That is the goal in the AFC, to take down the Chiefs because they look unstoppable, even though they don't look that good. And Josh Allen went 9 for 30. What the hell happened there, Josh? What the hell was that? I chose the Commanders to beat the Browns, and they won 34-13. Deshaun Watson looks like piss. He looks awful. When are they going to start Jameis Winston? Jaden Daniels looks electric. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. He's obviously the best rookie quarterback. So good for him. I chose the Raiders to beat the Broncos. I was hoping history would follow me since we beat them like the last 8-9 times. We had a strong 10-0 lead in the beginning. Then Gardner Minshew threw a stupid pick six. And then everything just collapsed from there. It was bad. It was really bad. We lost to Bo fucking Nix. The Broncos are now 3-2. The Raiders fall to 2-3. And Wilkins is on IR. There's a chicken if you hear it. It's bad. Adams might get traded. He talked to Pierce. He's a Raider for now, but we'll see how that works out. I chose the Niners to beat the Cardinals, and I laughed my ass off when they lost at the last second. The Cardinals are a sneaky team. They have athleticism, they have skill, they have talent, and they use it to beat their NFC West divisional brother. And it was funny as hell to see. They won at the very last second, I think. The Niners are 2-3. Things aren't looking good for them, especially since they're banged up a little. But as long as they have Brock Purdy, I think things will be okay. But no CMC. And Debo's not doing what they want him to do. I mean, Ayuk. Is it Debo or Ayuk? I don't give a shit. I don't care. I chose the Packers to beat the Rams. Pretty close game, 24-19. Don't have a whole lot to say. I chose the Seahawks to beat the Giants, and they lost. The Giants' defense really came in for them. And Daniel Jones looked pretty good, especially without Neighbors. Uh, I knew I should have picked the Giants because Daniel Jones has been looking good this season, but it's just because he has a lot of those off moments. But he proved us all wrong this week by beating a pretty solid Seahawks team, who now fall to 3-2. I chose the Cowboys to beat the Steelers in a delayed, pretty ugly Sunday night football game. Yeah, it was like, what, 10 o'clock when it ended over here? Come on. It was delayed for rain, yada yada. And then I chose the Saints to beat the Chiefs on Monday Night Football, and that did not work out. The Saints brought it close. It was 13-16 at one point. It was 13-16 at one point. And then it just went to hell. Carr threw a pick on the first drive. He tried to throw it out or try to keep it in. And then they had no. And the defense did their job for the most part until like the last quarter or so. They were stopping them from throwing a bunch of touchdowns at least. But that O-line just couldn't stop the Chiefs' defense. At least Chris Jones wasn't that much of a game wrecker, but it didn't help the fact that they blitzed a lot of the time and Carr had to be pressured a lot. But I want to say Carr had a solid game. Fuck everyone who says that Carr sucks and Rattler's not going to give up that starting position. So that's how my week 5 went. I went 5-9. It was hell. Now let's move on to my week 6 picks. Thursday Night Football. I'm going to choose the Niners to beat the Seahawks. And the reason for that is I think the Niners are supposed to be the more well-rounded team, and the Seahawks lost to the Giants. But in all seriousness, it's just that I know the Seahawks have more wins, but I do think that the Niners are the more well-rounded, solid team. Even though Geno Smith is leading the league in passing yards, I think this is going to be a very competitive game, and I think the Niners are going to come out on top. I just trust the Niners more. They have too much talent to. They have too much talent to be 2-3 right now. Come on. Then we move on to Sunday. Looks like this is being played out of the country. Where is the Bears and Jags game being played? Is this another London game? Yeah, it looks like it's another London game. Because the Jags are destined to play in London twice this year. They always play a game in London because their owner wants them to... Or their owner has some sort of deal or something. I don't know. I don't care much about owners and shit. I'm choosing the Bears to win this game because although the Jags have been pretty competitive these last 2 weeks, the Bears, Caleb Williams is starting to pick it up. That Bears defense is really solid, and I'm just not going to trust the Jags on this. The Bears might have a shot to make some noise this season, especially with Caleb Williams finally starting to develop. I'm choosing the Bears for this. Then the rest of the Sunday games at 10 o'clock, we got the Cardinals taking on the Packers. I'm choosing the Packers. Jordan Love is getting back in the rhythm of things. I think it's going to be a very competitive, very strong offensive game. You got Kyler Murray, Jordan Love, Marvin Harrison Jr. This is going to be a very fun game, I think. This might be one of the best games of the week. But alas, I'm going with home field advantage, going with the Packers. They're just more fun. And, well, honestly, I think the Cardinals are more fun. But the Packers, I think they're just more structured. And I don't know. I'm just hoping the Packers win just because I think so. I don't have a whole lot to say on that. Then we got the Colts taking on the Titans. The Titans coming off of a bye week. The Colts coming off a very, very strong Joe Flacco game. I'm giving this to the Colts because the Titans fucking suck. The Titans suck. Come on. They barely scraped by to beat the Dolphins? Yeah. They barely scraped by to beat the Dolphins. Dolphins are garbage right now. The Colts are a pretty competitive team, especially with Joe Flacco at the helm. Colts. Texans are going to take on the Patriots. It's going to be the Texans. Come on. The Patriots are piss poor. They're going to start Drake May finally. They're giving Jacoby Brissett the boot for the bench, but that's not going to help. That's not going to help them in that case because the Texans are going to be very eager to pressure a starting rookie quarterback like that. Even though Nico Collins is out for the week, I still think C.J. Stroud is going to decimate the Patriots. The Patriots are just a piss poor, ugly team to watch. Texans are taking this game very easily. Then we got the Buccaneers taking on the Saints. My mind was that Derek Carr is going to get over this injury. He's going to get it back, and he's going to get the team back to 500. But alas, he's out for multiple games. He's most likely going to miss this game and the Thursday night game against the Broncos. Spencer Rattler is going to start for the Saints. They're dealing with a bunch of injuries, and the Bucs are just the much more competitive team right now. I'm trusting, not trusting. The Bucs are going to take this game easily. It's going to be a fucking cakewalk for them. The Saints are, oh god, it's so bad for them. And me being me, I'm a huge fucking Derek Carr supporter, but nothing's been working out for them. Sorry if you had to hear that. The defense is doing all they can, but the offense has been really fucking up these past 3 weeks, or the play calling hasn't been that good. The Lions not doing much. Kamara's not getting it off. It's bad. I can't trust this offense. The defense will probably do enough to make it somewhat competitive in the beginning, but with Spencer Rattler at the helm, his first game, I think the Bucs defense is going to do just enough to pressure him a lot, to make him throw some ugly throws. I know he's more mobile, but I'm sure that they're going to fucking decimate the Saints this week. I'm choosing the Bucs. Then we got the Browns taking on the Eagles. The Eagles are coming off of Eagles. I just like to say things stupidly. The Eagles are coming off of a bye. I'm choosing the Eagles because, come on, the Browns, they fucking suck. They're garbage. They're doo-doo. Deshaun Watson's awful. He hasn't been good for like 3 fucking seasons. Come on. And the Eagles, the more solid team. Come on. It's that easy. There's, out of all the people who are choosing the Browns and the Eagles, and all the people, 3% of people voting on this game are choosing the Browns. I think that's just mainly Browns fans, and not a lot of them. Eagles are going to win this game. They're going to fucking demolish that team. Then we got the Commanders taking on the Ravens. This is going to be a very electric, exciting, fun game. I'm choosing the Ravens. I want to choose the Commanders so damn bad, but I'm thinking experience in that run game, both Lamar and fucking Derrick Henry. I think they're going to decimate that Commanders defense. But because Jaden Daniels has been fucking electric this entire season, I think it's going to be another Ravens-Bengals game from last week. This is going to be the best game of the week, solely because these two offenses look unstoppable right now. I'm giving this to the Ravens, but it could go either way. It's very tough. I initially chose the Ravens, and I wanted to choose the Commanders so damn bad, but I think experience is going to be the deciding factor in this. Then we got the Chargers taking on the Broncos. The Chargers coming off of a bye week. The Broncos coming off of a major divisional win against the Raiders. And I'm taking the Broncos because the Chargers, they haven't looked good this season, really. Yeah, they beat a few teams, but come on, it's the Broncos. They look much more impressive. Bo Nix is starting to get into it. He has a winning record. He's doing pretty solid, and I have to admit it, the Broncos defense is good. Even though they haven't played that many good teams this year. Because everyone, like for the past few years, it's been the Broncos have such a good defense. They have one of the best defenses in the league. but their record has always been shit because their offense can't produce, and they probably just win games because they play piss poor teams. And yeah, they play bad teams, and they haven't had a very convincing win in years. I want to say they lost to the Seahawks 26-20. They lost to the Steelers 13-6. They decimated the Buccaneers 26-7, and they barely beat the Jets in an ugly, rainy, stupid fucking game where Bo Nix had negative yards in the first half. I'm gonna remember that fact because that's funny as hell. And then they had a pretty convincing win against the Raiders. This solid defense is only because they played fucking teams without an offense. They gave up the most points against the Seahawks because the Seahawks offense is good. But come on, the Steelers barely have an offense. They finally picked it up against the Broncos. And that's the game they scored their most points. I mean, they finally picked up against the Buccaneers, sorry. The Jets game was piss poor, rain shit. They scored their most points against the Raiders. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. 34. But yeah, come on. I mean, we got to wait to see if this Broncos defense is legit until they play a real team like the Panthers. I'm coping. I hate everything. My Raiders lost to the Broncos. My Raiders are garbage. But this is about the Chargers and Broncos game. Sorry. The Chargers, I'm sorry. They don't look impressive. Denver has home field advantage. They're coming off of a divisional win. They'd love to get 2 divisional wins in a row. Give Kansas City a run for their money. This Broncos team looks legit right now. Their offense looks legit. They had a pretty troubling start in the beginning, but I'm sure Bo Nix is going to have a good season from here on out after a pretty good start. Broncos are winning. Then we got the Steelers taking on the Raiders. The Steelers don't have what am I trying to say? They don't have good luck against the Raiders in Oakland. They played last year in Pittsburgh, I think. Let's see. No, they played in Oakland and they won. Was that Sunday night football? The Steelers have beaten the Raiders for the past 2 years in 2022 and 2023. We can blame Josh McFucking Daniels on that. I'm picking the Steelers just because their offense can actually do something. It's not a lot that they can do, but they can do something. They're coming off a loss against the Cowboys. But the Raiders, nothing's working out for them. Their defense, they can hold up for a bit, but they can't do it all fucking game if the offense doesn't fucking score. Okay, our offense is piss poor. Our offense is fucking garbage. Our offensive line sucks. Our run game can't get it going. Gardner Minshew was fucking pathetic in this last game. Aiden O'Connell's going to start. Hopefully Adams can play. He might not, though. He's dealing with that hamstring injury and he wants to get traded. But because he saw how piss poor Aaron Rodgers is, their head coach got fired. And because Derek Carr is injured, he wanted to play with those two teams, mainly because of those quarterbacks. He might stay a Raider for a little bit longer. And hopefully Aiden O'Connell and Brock Bowers has a good connection this game. I don't think it's going to be enough because the Steelers defense is, good. Mike Tomlin, he's still a pretty good head coach. That offense can at least do something. Our offense, they fucking stall out. They're pathetic. Raiders suck. I hate saying it, but we fucking suck. I've been wearing my fucking robe these past 2 videos. I'm not gonna wear my fucking Raider jersey for these videos unless we win a game. That's how it's gonna go. Steelers are winning this game. I have no faith in the Raiders. Also, Wilkins is on IR, so that's a big blow to our defense. He hasn't been, super productive this year, but he's done enough, I think. But that's a big blow to our defense. Then we got the Lions taking on the Cowboys. It's going to be the Lions. The Lions are coming off of a bye, I think. Yeah, the Lions are coming off of a bye. It's gonna be the Lions. Come on, they're more fun to watch. They're more imaginative. They're more fun. They're more competitive. The Cowboys are coming off of a win against the Steelers, but it was a pretty ugly game. I don't have a whole lot to say. The Lions are just more fun. Aiden Hutchinson, he's a fucking game wrecker. Jared Goff, Amon St. Brown, David Montgomery. Come on, they're really fun to watch. It's the Lions. Come on. The Cowboys might be competitive for like a few drives in the beginning, but I think the Lions are going to take this game pretty easily. Then we got the Falcons taking on the Panthers. It's going to be the Falcons. Come on. Andy Dalton is probably not the savior for the Panthers this season. They got decimated last week. And Kirk Cousins is picking it up. He had a pretty strong game last week against the Buccaneers, the Buccaneers. Yeah, the Falcons team, 3-2. They're looking pretty damn scary right now. I like to see a good Kirk Cousins. They won last week, right? I just want to make sure. Yeah. A good Kirk Cousins is fun to watch. I like seeing a good Kirk Cousins. And it's Kirktober, that being October, the month where Kirk Cousins is almost unstoppable. The Panthers, on the other hand, they have Chuba Hubbard. Andy Dalton's a veteran. He's okay. But they're the fucking Panthers. They only have one win. It was probably a trap game, even though Andy Dalton's a veteran. He's never lost to the Raiders. That's the only win they have this season. They did. I wanted to say they were gonna ride the train. They were gonna win, but it's bad. The Panthers are garbage. Falcons are gonna take this game easily, and they're gonna be undefeated in division. I think this. Yeah, they're 2-0. If they win this game, they take number one spot in division. I think. Then we got the Bengals taking on the Giants. I'm going with the Bengals here. The Giants, if they get Neighbors back, he might. I don't know if he's going to play this week, but if he does, the Giants might have a shot. But the Bengals, they put up better numbers than the Giants have all season. The Bengals have an electric offense. It's their defense that's scary. It's their defense that sucks and that lets them down. And I hate saying that. I've always said that Joe Burrow's not going to make another Super Bowl. But if he does, he's not going to win another Super Bowl. Or he's not going to win a Super Bowl in general. I don't think he's going to make another Super Bowl. He might just be struck with bad luck like that. And the AFC just has too many explosive teams right now that have a better record than them. But I'm taking the Bengals because they're the more competitive. They're the more explosive offensive team. Then, oh yeah, that's Sunday Night Football. What a weird fucking choice for Sunday Night Football. Okay, then we got Monday Night Football. Thank God we're done with those fucking doubleheaders. Monday Night Football, the Bills taking on the Jets. Bills. They're more fun. They're more explosive. Even though they had a piss poor performance last week, I'm hoping they take this game because the Jets, they don't have a fucking head coach right now. They have their defensive coordinator as a head coach. But Robert Saleh was a defensive-minded coach. And it's no coincidence that they have the same record they did last season at this point. It's the quarterback play. Aaron Rodgers just hasn't been doing it. He looks good against ugly teams right now. He's a 40-year-old quarterback. Come on. It's bad. Jets suck. I mean, that's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. The Jets suck. They're doing the same thing they did last season. They're 2-3, just like they were last year with Zach Wilson. The Bills, they're 3-2, but they haven't been playing like they're 3-2. I'm still choosing the Bills because I think they're the better team. Josh Allen hopefully will win. He's the difference maker in that team. Without Josh Allen, they're garbage, I think. I don't have a whole lot to say. I'm sorry. Bills are taking this. That's all I have to say for this week. Who's on the bye this week? Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 games. Who's on the bye this week? Well, it looks like the Rams are on the bye. It looks like, it'd just be easier if I just look it up. Week 6 bye teams. It's the Chiefs, the Rams, the Dolphins, and the Vikings. The Vikings definitely need that bye, coming off of a close win against the Jets. The Dolphins definitely need a bye because they need more time for Tua to get rebuilt and come back. The Rams need a bye. They lost. They need a bye just to get things back going. The Chiefs. Fuck the Chiefs. All my homies hate the Chiefs. Anyways, that's all I have to say for my weekly pick video. Right now, I'm 41-37. It's not looking good for me. Damn, last week sucked. Hopefully, I pick it back up this week. Let's go 14-0, boys. Anyways, those are my picks for week 6. Tell me what you thought about it in the comments below. What are your picks? I'll be back with more enjoyable content like this. Yada yada. Okay, bye.